So we start out by comparing both sides of the equation. So we have carbon on the first side and two carbons on the first side, one carbon on the other side. We have 6 hydrogens on the first side, 2 on the other side, and 3 oxygens on the first side and 3 on the other side. So first thing I did was balance out carbon. So I wrote the equation out again. I put 2 here, so that makes it 2 carbons for this side. So we added that up here, so now we're balanced with the carbons. And then the next thing I did was even out the hydrogens. So looks like we have 6 hydrogens on this side, so I added 3 to the existing 2 hydrogens. 3, so we would multiply the 3 and the 2 to have 6 hydrogens on this side and 6 on that side, so that balances out there. And then since we added the 3 to that hydrogen, it also includes the oxygen on that one as well. So what I did to that one was I added 3, let me just make sure I have that right. So we did oxygen, hydrogen. Right, so when I added that 3, that made it, turns into 7 oxygens on this side, and we still have the 3 on this side. So what I did was I added a 3 to the oxygen on this side, so that's 6 plus 1, 7, and we have the 4 and the 3, so that is also 7. So this right here would be our final answer to that. Alright, so for this one I wrote out the equation first and I compared each side. So we have 1 calcium on that side and 1 calcium on this side. We have 2 chloride on this side, 1 chloride on this side. We have 1 sodium on this side, 1 sodium on this side, and 1 hydrogen on this side, 2 hydrogen on the other side, and 1 carbon on that side, and 2 carbons on the other side, as well as 3 oxygens on this side and 6 oxygens on the other side. So first thing I did was I rewrote the equation, but I wanted to balance out our chlorides. So what I did was I added a 2 in front of the element where the chloride was, so that evens it out to 2 chlorides on both sides. And then when I did that, that also affected the sodium, so that actually evened that out or that didn't even it out, but that added a 2 sodium on that side, and we still have the 1 sodium on the other, and that's as much as that number affected that. And then I wrote the equation out again here, but this time we added a 2 to this here because we wanted to balance out our sodiums. So once I added the 2, that made 2 sodium, good to go. And that also affected, so we have the 2 sodiums. Oh, and then that also affected our carbon. So that actually made it so we have 2 carbons and 2 carbons. And also it affected our oxygen. As you can see, now we have 6 oxygen and 6 oxygen. So I believe I explained it all there. Let's make sure. I'll reread it all real quick. So yeah, that would be the final equation there at the very bottom. And it's all balanced out.